And tonight on our Great American Panel, she is a columnist, a Fox News political analyst, and a liberal. Kirsten Powers is here. He's worked on Capitol Hill for over 8 years, served as Senator Richard Burr's communications director, worked on Michael Steele's Senate campaign. Doug Heye is here, and he is one, if not the most successful college football coaches of all time. Last week was inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame. Former Notre Dame coach, all-around great guy, Lou Holtz. How are you?
I'm doing better.
By the way, there's a rumor you thinking of running for office. Would you ever run?
Oh, I tell you right now, I can't run at my age. Let's move on to other bigger, better things.
All right, let's get into this Professor Gates issue, and more importantly, it's Barack Obama's involvement. Without at first admitting, I don't know anything about this, they acted stupidly. Right. And then he wouldn't apologize. He didn't come out and say, I'm sorry, I'm wrong, I shouldn't have said it. No, he said, this is a teachable moment. We need not pump up the volume. We need to calm down.
But he didn't call the police officer.
Well, we don't know. Why didn't he publicly excoriated him, publicly apologized?
Well, okay, I think that he actually has expressed that he shouldn't have said that. It's pretty clear. And his press secretary said that he acted stupidly. Yeah, he could say he's sorry, and I do think it was a mistake. He shouldn't have said it. He didn't have the facts, and he shouldn't take sides just because he's friends with somebody. I mean, I think we can actually agree on that.
Politically, the real mistake was that it distracted from his health care press conference. It was supposed to really drive momentum on the health care bill that he was pushing. Frankly, I'm happy that it distracted from that. But it's really put a halt on that. And doing this meeting that they're talking about doing later this week or next week will really distract from that another 2 days.
Well, Coach? The thing that bothers you is, like Martin Luther King said, you know, judge people by their character, not the color of their skin. When I was growing up, which was many years ago, what you were taught was have respect for people. It was taught at home, was reinforced in the school. If you did that, respect for parents, respect for elders, respect for the law. And the policeman should learn one thing that you learn as a parent. When people need love and understanding the most is usually when they deserve it the least. If they both follow those rules, we can get by all this. This racial thing is because we don't trust one another.
Let me take it a step further. We know that there are radicals on college campuses. Bill Ayers, Barack Obama's friend that he palled around with, he's still a teaching professor. You've got this idiot Ward Churchill, who I once debated. All right, he's another example. This guy here is one of the most prestigious colleges in the country, Harvard University. All right, it's supposed to be, you know, it's no Notre Dame, by the way, just in no way, shape, matter, or form. All right, but here's a guy that says in an interview back in '94, Malcolm X was talking about. Well, first he said, "My mother hated white people." Malcolm X was talking about the white man was the devil and telling them off. It was great, and he laughs. And I'm thinking, why would Barack Obama, knowing that he said that at this point, because it's now public, why would he invite him to the White House?
Well, I think President Obama, and one thing about it, he's my president. I'm going to show respect for him. But he's also the president of all of us, of white, black, yellow, Latino, whatever else the case may be. And just do the right thing. It was a mistake, as Kirsten said. He probably shouldn't have said it. He regrets it. Now he's trying to back out. Whatever he decides to do, fine. But let's get together and worry about what this country's going, or the direction it's going. See, I never have a problem with somebody if we have the same objective. I want freedom. I want to make this country great. We have a problem when you have two different objectives. If you want power and somebody else wants freedom, then you have a problem.
But isn't this about, if there's any racial profiling here, doesn't it indicate, based on the statements of the professor, that he racially profiled the cop?
No, and I don't think, you know, Sean, this is your favorite thing to do, is to pick out one statement that somebody made a long time ago and say,
wasn't that long ago.
Say that, I don't care.
Malcolm X was talking about white man as the devil, and he laughs. It was great.
That's not his reputation. His reputation actually is somebody who is very good at working across racial lines, who works for racial reconciliation, and he's not, you know, I don't know what to say. I'll have to go back and look at that.
He uses the N-word repeatedly. He's attacked Clarence Thomas in a pejorative way. He's attacked Newt Gingrich in a pejorative way.
There are a lot of African Americans who have a problem with Clarence Thomas. I don't think that that's a news flash. I mean, I think that this is a respected professor, and I don't think there's any reason you're trying to paint him as some crazy radical.
It's like it's Sonia Sotomayor, a white Latina woman. It's, you know, it's okay for Barack Obama. He can hang out with Jeremiah Wright. People don't respond to it. I don't understand the double standards.
On college campuses, this is seen as really moderate behavior, though. On college campuses, the farther left you are, the more accepted you are, and then you get the tenureship, and it goes on from there. The problem is Barack Obama has the problem he faces is he has demonstrated that he understands really the power of healing race better than anybody else in this country. But what's going to happen?
He understands it with Reverend Wright?
Well, no. He always steps away from these things that he likes to call distractions. Reverend Wright, Bill Ayers, and so forth.
Right. But Sean, you never give any credence to what the generation of black men experienced. These are old. When you talk about Reverend Wright, when you talk about gays, that they've had an experience. That when they see something, so when he sees this white cop, he has a different experience than other people do.
I don't buy that. I was on an airplane today. A guy sitting next to me, a guy named Ron Agard. I don't know a man in the world, but he's talking to his mother. His mother's 85 years old. How much he loved her, appreciated her. And I said, that sucker. I talked to him. He's 20. He was in the Marines or in the Army for 27 years. Great class, great character. We became friends. I talked to his daughter on the phone. You know what? Don't tell me about background. Don't tell me about problems. I've never been black. You've never been white. All I know is this, that if we share the same common values, which is trust, commitment, and care, you're going to get along. We could find a million different reasons why we're getting the shaft.
Can you do that and go to Reverend Wright's church and not be influenced?
I think you're going to be influenced by the people that you hang with. You know, life's a matter of choices. You choose to be with good friends, you're going to choose to have good things happen. You choose to do drugs, run with bad people, drop out of school, you're going to have bad things happen. And all of a sudden,
if Barack Obama would have left the church after 5 years, I would have said that was good judgment. But
why do you have to hold on to this? It's like
because I think this indicates how it reflects on who he is and how he thinks and why he associates.
We've over-debated. The two of us have over-debated this topic. But
There's no such thing as over-debating.
But I would just say that it's hard for me to believe that you guys really believe that African American men of a certain generation have not had an experience in this country that is radically different than the experience of white people.
I think anybody that says it's great when Malcolm X says the white man is the devil and laughs, I think that is extreme.
I'm going to go back and look at that because I think it is extreme and it doesn't sound like something he would say.
C-SPAN book notes and I got the tape.
Okay.
I'm not saying that they don't have it difficult or had difficult situations. I understand it. We all have challenges. We all have problems. You have to overcome them, etc.
I agree with that.
All right, we got to take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk about Governor Palin. We'll talk also about nationalized health care. More with our great American panel. Straight ahead.